One of the most dangerous things about life is that it does not always feel like it is ending. Most days, it feels like there will be time later. Later to call, later to rest, later to forgive, later to begin, later to become the person you keep promising yourself you will be. And that is how years disappear. Not with a dramatic collapse, not with a warning siren, but quietly, through ordinary days you did not think would matter this much. Life is short in a way that is easy to misunderstand. Not short like panic, not short like you need to rush every second, short in a deeper way, short enough that what you repeat becomes who you are, short enough that what you avoid starts shaping your entire life, short enough that the people you love are changing while you are busy, short enough that one day the version of you that kept waiting will have to face everything it postponed. A lot of people think wasting life means doing nothing. It doesn't. You can be extremely busy and still waste your life. You can fill every hour and still feel empty. You can answer messages, meet deadlines, chase goals, stay productive, and still have this quiet ache inside you that says, this is not it. Because a life is not spent wisely just because it is spent efficiently. That is one of the hardest truths to accept. You do not lose your life only through laziness. You also lose it through distraction, through people-pleasing, through living on autopilot, through staying in rooms that shrink you, through saying yes when your body is begging for a no, through scrolling because you do not want to feel, through overthinking because taking one real step would force you to change. And this is where most people get confused. They think they have a time problem, but very often they have an emotional problem, because what looks like procrastination is often avoidance. What looks like confusion is often fear. What looks like I'm waiting for the right moment is often, I am scared of what this will ask of me. So they delay the conversation, delay the boundary, delay the dream, delay the healing, delay the doctor appointment, delay the apology, delay the first day, delay their own life. Not because they are weak, because being honest is expensive. It costs comfort. It costs identity. It costs the old excuses that helped you survive. But here is the truth. The longer you avoid what matters, the more your life gets built around avoidance. And then one day you wake up inside a life you never fully chose. That is why spending life wisely starts with a different question. Not, what should I do with my time? But what is my life already being spent on? What gets your attention gets your life. Your attention is not a small thing. It is your days. It is your relationships. It is your nervous system. It is your future memory. If your attention is constantly scattered, your life will feel scattered. If your attention is constantly hijacked by noise, comparison, urgency, and other people's demands, your life will start to feel strangely far away from you. And that distance hurts. Because deep down, human beings do not only need progress, they need alignment. You need to feel that your life belongs to you, that your choices are not just reactions, that your days reflect something true, that you are not only surviving the week, but inhabiting your own existence. A wise life is not a perfect life. It is a life with intention inside it. A life where you know what matters most, even if everything is not figured out. A life where you stop trading your peace for approval. A life where you stop acting as if your exhaustion is a personality trait. A life where you stop acting loyal to patterns that keep hurting you. And maybe the most important thing to understand is this. When people become more aware that time is limited, they often stop chasing what merely looks impressive and start craving what feels meaningful. That is not weakness. That is clarity. Because in the end, very few people wish they had spent more of their life trying to appear important. Most people wish they had been more present, more honest, more courageous, more loving, more alive while they were alive. And presence does not mean escaping ambition. It means refusing to sacrifice your whole life to arrive at it. There is a difference between building a future and abandoning the present. A difference between discipline and self-erasure. A difference between growth and running from yourself. Spend your life on things that let you respect yourself when the room gets quiet. Spend it on relationships that let you exhale. on work that asks something real from you, on habits that make your mind cleaner, not noisier, on sleep, on health, on conversations that matter, on the small, beautiful things your mind usually rushes past. A sunrise you almost missed, a parent's voice growing older, a friend telling you the truth, the feeling of your own body calming down after a hard season, the first evidence that you are becoming someone more steady, more honest, more free. Do not underestimate small moments. A meaningful life is usually not built from huge cinematic breakthroughs. It is built from repeated returns, returning to what matters, returning to your values, returning to your body when your mind spirals, returning to the people who make you softer and stronger at the same time, returning to the version of yourself that does not need to perform to feel worthy. And yes, part of spending life wisely is learning what not to spend it on. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every invitation deserves your yes. Not every desire deserves obedience. Not every season should be filled. Some of the wisest choices you will ever make will look boring from the outside. Going home early, protecting your mornings, saving money, choosing the long-term peace over the short-term thrill, ending what keeps reopening the same wound, putting the phone down, taking the walk, telling the truth, resting before your body forces you to, starting before you feel fully ready. Because wisdom is rarely loud. It usually sounds like this. This matters. This doesn't. This is draining me. This is growing me. This is fear speaking. This is my real life asking for an answer. And if you want to spend life wisely, you do not need a perfect plan for the next 10 years. You need honesty for today. Today, what matters? Who matters? What have you been postponing that is quietly costing you your peace? What are you giving your best energy to? What are you tolerating that no longer fits the person you want to become? Your life changes the moment those questions stop being poetic and start becoming practical. Call them, leave it, begin it, apologize, apply, rest, train, save, delete it, write it down, say no, say yes, take one honest step. That is how a meaningful life is built. Not all at once, but one brave decision at a time. Life is short, but it is still long enough to become different, long enough to repair your relationship with time, long enough to stop worshiping urgency and start honoring what is essential, long enough to become someone who is present in their own days, long enough to love better, choose better, live better, but only if you stop assuming there will always be later, because later is the favorite hiding place of a life half lived. And the wisest thing you can do is stop hiding there. Be here. Protect what matters. Give your time a direction. Give your attention a home. Give your life back to the things that make it feel real. Do not wait until loss teaches you the value of presence. Do not wait until burnout teaches you the value of rest. Do not wait until regret teaches you the price of avoidance. A well-spent life is not made by squeezing more into the day. It is made by finally refusing to give your days to what does not deserve them. That is how you spend life wisely, not by doing everything, by choosing what is worth your life.